Hello, everybody. Can I be heard? Hello, hello. Howdy. How we doing? Okay, so that time. No, yeah, I've been getting really lucky with the timings of these. Sorry, JoJo was outside and I was making sure she wasn't getting into shenanigans. Hello, hello. How we doing? Hello. Yes, yes, yes. Howdy, friendos. So I want to make sure that, I mean, you can pretty much see anyway, it doesn't matter. I want to make sure that we do understand what's happening today. Hello, hello. I will be getting into a phone call with Literature Double soon, but welcome back to anyone who may or may not be aware. We are doing a subathon, and there is an order to things, and I just realized how disorganized I was right now. How embarrassing for me. Give me a second. Let's turn that to there. There we go. That's better. That's better. There we go. Hello, everybody. We be here. Fantastic. Thank you for coming. All right. As you can see, we have hit some new goals. We have hit the 750 subscription TheLoadingCrew player tier list. You can see with right here. Yeah, we've reached over 750. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I for sure, I was confident 400 subs tops. I'm absolutely serious. 400 subs tops. That's why I increased the timer. You can see right here, like that friggin' timer. Let me click on that again. Let me make that a little bigger for you so you can see it. I was convinced that I went too low. So originally when this started, I was like, oh, 3 minutes a sub because, you know, whatever. And I was like, oh, no, that's too low. So I upped it to 5 minutes. And then you mad lads come in and just futterwuck all over it. We may actually hit 1,000 subs. If we hit 1,000 subs, I frankly don't even know what to say. That's crazy. Thank you so much. Really, again, I was just kind of pushed into doing a subathon. I thought that, you know, people weren't going to be interested in that. Like, I mean, I've challenged Fate before. I've challenged chat before. Always a mistake. Never challenge chat. They always win. I mean, I've challenged chat before. I've done that kind of thing. Sorry, I'm moving stuff around. Yeah, we're up to 15 hours again. It's unbelievable. Yeah, crazy generous. Is that a one-sided? That'll be two-sided. Yeah, one day closer to... I don't think we're going to hit 10,000, buddy. I don't think 10,000's in the cards. I'm realistically, like, could it be? Probably. Maybe. Maybe it could be. But... unless we get really lucky tomorrow. We are actually ending this tomorrow. Next thing that we're going to be doing, we are doing a world building stream, and I'm going to get a phone call with my buddy LitDev, who is in chat right now. So I will get into a phone call with him, and we're going to be world building. I don't really have a plan with world building other than, like, talking about our original stuff. Originally, I was going to world build Fourth World Village, but I realized I'm kind of tired of Pokemon at the moment. If you want that erotica, get... Oh, yes, and you'll notice, Yeti... You're in chat. Good. I'm glad. Because you can see right there, just for you, I added the Stuart Dojan fanfic. Stuart Dojan and fanfic written by Literature Double and YetiCast. I made your fucking square peg fit into my round hole. And, yes, pun intended. But yeah, I got it right there. If we hit 10,000 subs, then yes, we will make that happen. I don't see any evidence of round holes. Oh my goodness. I was shouting. Who's drawing the Dojan? If, like, unironically, if we hit 10,000, I think we'll use LitDev's comic artist. I don't know how much he charges, but, like, based on what I've been discussing with him and his artist, I think that would be in the cards where I still walk away, you know, with a, like... 10,000 with at fucking what is it? $2. Like I'm only a affiliate, which means I only get $2.50 a pop for subscription. 10,000 is 25,000 bucks. That the idea of that one is to get like a house payment, and like I think I could just hand Lit Dev's artist a bag of cash and still walk away with most of that. So I'm okay with that. I just don't know what he costs. He did the artwork for our goblins, and it was very, very reasonable. But a 20-page dojin of of evil, ugly bastard Stuart doing bad things to like college girls, or at least girls over the age of 18. That I don't know what that's going to cost him. We'll see. Pell, so based off of Frozen's comments, are you guys world building for the Dojin? I just dropped in for a while. We're not going to be world building for the Dojin. We're going to be doing something or other. Probably working on Strixhaven. At the very least, I would like to script out, or at least plan out Lit Dev's family tree. So that could be really fun. Or some other things. There's a few things we could do with that. So I've got some ideas. I would rather work on, if we're getting Lit Dev in here, the writing expert, let's actually work on his own characters. Or at the very least, I work on an original setting. I don't know if we're going to work on Fourth World Village if we have time. It really comes down to what we want to do. And then after my break at 8 o'clock, we'll come back and do some scary stories. Now, amazingly, serendipitously, the channel Internet Historian has just dropped a new video on his main channel called Man in Cave, and it is an hour-long video, and based on the first 2 minutes that I watched, it is perfect for tonight. It is scary, it is disturbing, but it is not supernatural, which means I'll probably sleep a little bit easier. The Numbers has returned. Welcome back, bud. I appreciate it. And while we were gone, by the way, we got rated by a party of 7 from Musical Mike. I believe they rated us because we're under the Phasmophobia tab. Let me actually change that. So let's change that to just chatting. Or is it right? Can we do writing? Let's do writing. How about, let's do just chatting. That's fine. That works. And we're going to do world building stream. Fantasy? I don't know. And we'll leave these. Let's see. English, autism, English. I think English is in there twice for no reason. Let's do ADHD. Head tag. Whatever. It's good enough for me. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else I need to talk about other than we're fairly close to the Frostpunk stream. I think we're about 10,000 more bits away? I'm not certain. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and hop in the phone call. So let's see if Yeti and Lit Dev are ready. Hold on. You can't hear it, but I am in Discord. Hello, Lit Dev.
Hello, hello.
Howdy, howdy. I'm going to go ahead and open something I think you'll really enjoy. I think I've shown you this before, haven't I? It's a really nice application that lets you do a mind map. Have you ever used that before?
I don't think so.
You've never used a mind map?
I might have. It's definitely possible.
Okay, it's super good, and it's a really nice way to organize your thoughts. I'm also going to just casually play...
Organize the thoughts. No, that's not how it works.
No, I mean, if you're trying to make something good, you probably should at least organize a little bit, or at least have some kind of plan.
So back to 15 hours.
I'm a discovery writer.
Discovery writing, like it's definitely a thing, but like, it
works for. Although the second book that I'm working on, I need a mind map because there's too many elements to weave together. But once it's there, it'll be, I think it'll be really, really good.
All right. Well, do you want to see what I've got right here?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Let me get you guys at least in this. I think I can make that work. Hold up. Sorry. I'm working with OBS at the same time. Surprise.
What if your stream never ends? Or he'll just keep subbing you forever?
I will have definitely a note where I'm no longer increasing the timer after tomorrow. So that's that. Like, no more increased time tomorrow.
Unless it ended tomorrow.
Unless you get a 10,000, then you have to.
Unless we get 10,000, which we won't, then we have to sub tonight. No, I say no. As I only benefit from the subathon. Yeah. Oh please, God, no.
Sub gave me money.
Please stop. Oh. All right, let me. I will need. Here's what I will do. I will open this up in a tab where they can't see it. I need you to send me emails that you're okay with. Mind map, whatever. Do we know?
Mind map.
Do we know what we want to work on tonight? Like, I know you wanted. Would you want to work on Violetto's family, like just stuff for fantasy or Strixhaven or anything like that?
I was good. Yeah, I was planning to help you work on Strixhaven.
Okay,
that'd be kind of fun because that'll benefit everybody.
It would.
In this call.
Yeah. Well, I'm good with that too. Like I got so many ideas.
Okay.
And I like bouncing off other people too.
Absolutely.
That always helps spark my own
okay.
creativity.
One second. Be right back.
Absolutely. Just give me.
Oh, he's already bailing.
Give me an email that I can do this with. Got some Nintendo lo-fi going on. Repeat until you can't throw away any idea. Hold on, I'm reading chat now. Imagine breaking the fourth wall so hard in D&D that you actually open a portal to your own D&D world. Dude, I actually was originally going to do that with this Pokemon campaign. I don't know how often I don't bring up Pokemon with these guys a lot, but
Nerd.
But in my original plan, no, it's fine. It's fine. Again, I need you. I need your email. Oh, you did. You got it.
Yeah, I sent one.
It's an interesting email.
Well, that was the original name for my channel, and then when I went to get like a new email, it was already taken, and I already set up the channel on the other one, and I didn't know how to fix it all, so I kind of left it.
So, like, originally, yeah. Hold on. Imagine breaking the fourth wall. So, wait, the Utopus one just cut out for me. What's the name of the app? The app is called envisionapp.com, and no, I'm not sponsored. I've used it before. I'm gonna go ahead and share this with you guys so that you can see what's going on.
I mean, to get a sponsorship, maybe everybody sends them a message on Twitter like, hey, this guy's awesome. He's always using the stuff. You should sponsor him.
I use it. I literally use it all the time. Like, it's really good. Oh my god, unless it fucking crashes on me. What is happening? I'm in here and I'm trying to... Alright, let me just let it load, I guess. Don't click out. So, yeah, Tad Slayer, remind me of that. I'll be right back. I will come back to that. When LitDeb comes back, I'll explain to him my original plan for that. What's the name of the app? I really like this app. Myself and 2 others have been using it to plot out our story. Step 1, write ideas. Dude, it's crashing every fucking time.
Maybe bandwidth issues from streaming.
That could be it.
And I'm back.
All right, welcome back.
Violetto's dead.
Someone pointed out, Tad Slayer had suggested, imagine breaking the fourth wall so hard in D&D that you open a portal to your own world. Originally,
that's the gamers.
Yeah. Originally, I was going to do that for my Pokemon campaign in the sense that, oh my god, it keeps... Yeah, I think I got too much going on. It won't let me show.
Aw, snap.
Yo, give me an email, LitDev, so I can show you.
Let me see.
So I can bring you into this.
Hey,
there you go.
How many subscribers will it take to get you to put on dark mode?
This mind map doesn't have dark mode, so you know.
Well, no, you can. There's programs. There's like one that I use. Here.
Well, 10,000 subscribers. That's how much.
10,000.
Dark Reader. So it puts dark mode on everything, even if it doesn't have it.
Really?
Yeah, it's a Chrome extension, and I have never looked back since installing it.
Okay.
Everything is dark mode.
Well, I don't have that, so sorry. But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How many subs to force you to get
10,000.
10,000, as we said.
And that's okay. Maybe we should like stop sharing the screen.
In this one? Yeah.
Yeah, in Discord.
Yeah. Let's see if that helps at all. Because it's just been doing that like nonstop. I think it's because I have so many pictures. That's what's happening. But yeah, it just present. Oh my god, it just won't do it. All right, let me go to my home. Let me open up my own fucking mind map. Let's see if that'll let me do it.
I think I select my role. I'll be a sales.
Maybe if I like. Yeah, it might be because I'm streaming. If it is doing that, then whatever.
Yeah, you might have to maybe stop streaming your screen until after it loads. Like just I don't know if that will help.
All right, let's give it a shot. Oh my god, Utopus is too big. No kidding. It is so big that the data is lost to time. Like, the whole fucking story is mapped out really clear and nice. But nope, just won't happen. Like, do I need to add to space? What if I click add to space? What if, well, nope, it ain't doing it. It ain't fucking doing it. The images are too high quality? Maybe. Okay, well, whatever. Here, I'll show this one instead. This one should show fine. And let me go with just computer screen. What if I just go computer screen? What if I just do that? We just put up with this for now. And I get my face off camera, which honestly I've been kind of wanting to do for a minute. A little... One moment. You're seeing a lot of stuff. Give me a second.
A lot of stuff.
I got too much stuff going on. There we go. There we go.
There's a hentai folder there.
I don't think there is.
What says doctor in front of it?
It just says Dr. Hentai. Okay, so like if I share the screen so you can see it like live in real time, like it lets you do stuff like this where you can like make these things and have them linked together and it will let you move them on the fly, stuff like that. So if I like just casually highlight all of these, drop them into, swear to God, been so mad. There we go. So can you see inside the mind map right now?
Yeah, I can see the mind map, but it's all the writing's very, very small.
All right, now if you hold the hold on, I'm rearranging my HUD on this. If you, what am I trying to say? If you
Use
hold
your big boy words.
If you hold control in the mind map and then wheel in, it will let you zoom in. Holding space will let you scrub through it like this. So for now, I'm just going to clear the text on all these. Like just for an example. Can you see inside now?
Let's see.
Yeah, it's yes.
Oh yeah, I can.
Okay, there you go. All right, so what we're gonna do is essentially start building our setting. Now, one thing I will admit, I don't mind I think it'd be really fun to stat out all these characters, but I'm gonna kind of speed run through Strixhaven itself because I'm tired of Strixhaven. Like, it's a bad setting, so I'd rather us do our own original setting.
Is the poop wizard still there?
Poop wizard. You know what? For the sake of, yeah, we can have one poop wizard.
One poop wizard.
One poop wizard. So I'm gonna call this. I don't have a setting for this. I'm gonna call this Stuart's fantasy setting.
Uh-oh.
Hey, no, not that one. Not that one. That's a different mind.
fantasy.
That's a different mind map. That's a different mind map.
Do not like.
I wasn't inviting you to that one. Now, if you got a cute sister, maybe. So I'm thinking.
My sister looks exactly like me.
Hot. But, see, now you've guaranteed it. Now you've guaranteed my interest.
Let's see.
I don't know. Did you watch Rune Lords the other day? Where I was making that joke where I was like, people were asking. We were doing Smasher to Pass on all the characters. And,
Oh yeah, I read that.
Yeah, I was like, all right. When it came to the boys, they were talking about Uxio, the sexy one, and I was like, well, I wouldn't smash him because I'm not interested. It's not my, not my guy.
Smash him with a hammer.
Yes. What if his sister was involved? And I was like, well, now I'm interested. Like, not looking for judgment. So I'm thinking what we'll do. Like, I want to finally like actually stat out the fair bristles. So I'm gonna put them here.
I think of my character's like the heart of this.
Well, not only. Well, here's the thing. If we got Sireman.
Simon doesn't even have a last name. I mean, he's
Yeah.
just Simon.
I do want to.
Come up with the last name.
Yeah, I do want to
Rage
actually.
Dick.
Rage Dick.
Rage Dick.
Fireman Rage Dick. Dick Rage.
And you can see how you can just kind of grab things and put them like that. So I got Sireman's family, and then I got the fair bristles up here.
I like the idea of Saruman having like an uncle, like in Into the Spider-Verse, like he looks up to, because the uncle has an even larger dick.
Specifically because of he looks up to his. First of all, how does Sireman know this? Like how did Sireman get that information?
You don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to.
Oh my god.
Saruman showed off one day. He's like, oh look, I have a giant dick, and then his uncle's like, it's all right.
What? Okay.
My family are nudists.
That would take the creepiness down a little bit, admittedly, yeah.
I'm trying to save it.
Trying to
That's why he's into Peggy, because like, well, she's the opposite. Like you get dressed up more. So like, oh, it is interesting.
Oh, okay. All right, so I got like. I guess the question is, like, when it comes to Sireman's family, like, they're obviously connected to Strixhaven in some way, at least in this thing. So, what connected them to Strixhaven? Like, what gave them their powers, that sort of stuff? Like, what set them on the path?
See, I always imagined that they were kind of unknown. They showed aptitude, and as a result, they were both brought here. And like part of the deal was, if Ironman goes, Sireman gets to go too. You know, it was like that was their kind of the parents' bidding to allow them to be taken.
Okay, so like, are they nobodies in this setting? Because remember, we're starting clean over. We're gonna do our. We're not like Strixhaven isn't gonna be a thing, but I do like the idea of Sireman and Ironman being like twins of destiny, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, yeah, not particularly, because I imagine Strixhaven is ridiculously expensive to go to. You know, it's a magic university. That doesn't sound like commoners are just able to show up, right?
That or it's funded by evil wizards are just guilty by what they've done, kind of like in real life. But instead of wizards, it's like celebrities and politicians and stuff.
I mentioned in the Griffith video, there's no good politician.
That's why they fund stuff like this, because they feel guilty.
Yeah, that's implying they feel. It's like you're giving them too much credit.
So is it going to be like a different magical school, or what's happening?
I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't have too much of a plan other than we can just. You know what? Like for now, just.
I thought we could just like map out the Olympiad teams and stuff like that, like where they came from.
Yeah. Okay. That's.
I did have, by the way, a team to submit for I guess approval that you might find interesting.
Okay. What's the team?
Okay, so the background is that they are really big donors of Strixhaven. That's what the idea was, but they're all Drow. They're a Drow family.
Ooh, okay.
And the whole thing that they came up with, where they're called the Sagemoors, they're so highly prominent in Strixhaven because of their families, like donations of it, that they actually have their own sorority. I actually have a whole level where you infiltrate the sorority and steal all this treasure and stuff like that. But but they have the Sagemoor sorority, and they have like a bunch of like sisters in there and stuff like that. And okay, so remember that bad guy we fought, the one with that threw out like mechanical spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there was a drow there that was like, she got drunk or whatever, or something like that. The team drank against her team and won.
Mm-hmm.
And then she went off. Like, oh no, our friend has appeared. Well, that was her. She came back dressed up as the whatever those guys are called. Those guys in the masks and stuff like that. They're trying to take over Strixhaven. She came back in her costume and pretended, and that's why her voice was like ambiguous. So she was a mechanical genius when it came to that sort of thing, and she made mechanical spiders. Thing is, she was actually from a branch of the Sagemoor family that was outcast. So she was trying to make her way in to prove herself. And so the main thing is, there's the three main Sagemoor sisters that were Drow, and she was trying to get in cahoots with them because she wants to raise her own status. But she's not really a bad person. She was just trying to get in with them because that's just how it works. And the thing is, the main Sagemoor sister, like the head Sagemoor sister, they actually had another plan with a family of Dragonborn, and that was going to be the plan how to get to get the Oracle. They have one lawful good Dragonborn on their side, who they managed to lean on a noble family of Dragonborns and convince them to marry their lawful good son to their daughter, so that they can be a team. And when they win, he can take over as Oracle, and they can run Strixhaven through him. Because the idea was you have to be really, really good.
Okay.
So obviously they're all Drow and evil.
Excuse me. Hashtag not all Drow.
Yes, all Drow. And Drow taking our jobs.
Oh my! Taking your trade. God.
That was legitimately a plot point in Rings of Power. The elves are going to take our jobs.
I know. Are we going to school? Okay. So we got... I like the idea. Okay, so if I'm understanding correctly, evil family marries lawful good Dragonborn to...
against their will, essentially.
Against will, okay.
Because basically, political pressure, so they don't want the son to marry the evil's daughter, but they kind of have to because they owe him a lot of money. It's kind of like, in the Lannisters, they send out debts, and because they have a lot of money, so they send out a lot of loans, and so they control the king that way. It's kind of like that. They allowed this family to take out a lot of loans. They're like, okay, time to collect. We don't have the money. Okay, your son has to marry our daughter now.
All right.
It's total Crusader Kings 3.
Political marriage, like that.
Yeah, I think you'd like to say, yeah, like that. So, and the idea was that the reason why they made that option was, so they can have that lawful good guy take over as Oracle when they win.
I like that.
Okay, so I got my last name. It'll be Kilgar. Kilgar.
Okay, that's a good name. I like that.
Is it a mage from Warcraft?
Seriously?
Kilgara. That's his name.
No,
it's not. No, hold on.
It's Khadgar.
Oh, Khadgar. Oh, Khadgar. Khadgar. Okay.
It's Khadgar.
Okay. Okay. Fucking Khadgar. The World of Warcraft books are either, like, okay or bad. Like, really bad. And
They're around there, yeah, I've read them.
one of the okay authors was fucking... What is his name? He wrote, like, 5 different fucking books.
Does it begin with an R?
Richard Knack? That's not him, is it?
Richard A. Naik.
Oh, is it Naik?
I think it's 2 A's, so I think it's Naik.
Yeah, he every book he writes, he shoehorns in all of his fucking OCs.
All of his Mary Sues.
All of his Mary Sues, every single one.
He made another Silverwind sister just so his main character can get with her.
Oh my god.
It's kind of funny.
LD's doing a little trolling. Kilgar's a fine name. Do not worry about it.
This kill Gdar.
I was more just
My character
worried that I thought I came up with this like original name, and then it's like, oh, someone else has already done that in this big fantasy world. Like, come on, I didn't steal this. I was like.
Medivh? Do you mean Medivh? Riddle of Lightning? Medivh was pretty fucking cool.
Medivh was awesome.
We've seen him die like 3 different occasions, though.
It's kind of retconned to being awesome because he was just kind of evil in the first game.
Yeah.
Like, okay, he was pretty awesome. Let's kind of get more stuff to him.
His mom got a big section in the one of those books.
Kilrog. That's what I think I was thinking of. Kilrog.
Kilrog?
Yeah, that was a heroic ogre mage in Warcraft 2.
Kilrog Deadeye, you're correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Was he in the RPG? Oh, whatever. Okay. So...
Wait, was my character originally the only guy who brought a last name?
Milo Thindletop or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It doesn't really come up much, though.
Not really, because I don't know what to do with Milo. Like, I'm going to be honest. I ran into this problem, actually, in Pokemon in the Mystery Dungeon campaign, where my character was so overly helpful and like so nice that I didn't know what to do with him. Like he had no fucking edge to him, nothing. And yeah, he became kind of boring until eventually I was like, okay, he's a perfectionist and he will push the party to 100% every dungeon.
So it was like that thing from Prosody. He was like, "This character sucks. I'm poop my pants." But no, wait till episode 50. He gets awesome. But right now he sucks.
No, I'm trying to think of a good way to describe him. He's kind of Suish. Not gonna lie, he's a little Suish. Simply because again, he had no personal flaws for a very long time. He was just overly helpful. He was just boring.
Maybe that's part of the issue, because Milo just doesn't care. He doesn't care if people hate him or like him. Like, it's that kind of... It inhibits some of the character development in the world. Like, if the character doesn't care, then what's going to antagonize? What's going to drive them?
Yeah. Oh, exactly. I'm trying to respond. Like, I think Twitch chat is broken for me because I'm trying to directly respond and tag people, but it won't fucking let me. Maybe if I switch back to... It won't let me do it. I'm trying to, like, tag a barrel. It's like, did I hear someone talking about stealing fabric-based treasure in a sorority? Yeah, are you planning a panty raid?
Well, sort of, but treasure, like actual treasure. Mm-hmm. And I had some items laid down everywhere. It was pretty cool. Like one, there's like a little tea spirit that just makes tea. It's pretty awesome. Nothing game-breaking, but pretty interesting. And also, there were some legendary weapons in there that you could get. But you have to, it's really tough.
Okay. I was like, no, nothing game-breaking, except for these legendary items.
There's some legendary items in there.
Except for these, yeah.
But you have to kill like a big, giant mechanical dragon that was built with that one mechanical spider lady. So it's basically trying to fight a dragon, but more powerful. Okay, so who's this one girl you've been telling me with? Does she have a name? I've just been calling her in my brain the Machinist. Let me see. I gave her a name. I was gonna remember what it is. I go back to this thing. Lost episodes. Oh yeah, there's one guy that I think didn't one of the fair bristles steal a hem of brilliance.
Yes.
I think that's still canon.
It's final. Don't break contracts with Pierre. Yeah, I guess my guy got a bit of an edge after a while. It's just when I first made him. Then again, that is part of Discovery writing.
I named all the main Sagemore sisters too. Let me see here.
Quantonic, how was my game? Read player 2? Buddy, could you be more specific? What's happening?
Oh, by the way, the Sagemore sisters are also secretly all part of that one group that want to take over Strixhaven. That's why they want to take it over so bad and win the Oracle Olympiad. I forgot what the group is called, but they're the guys that want to raise the Blood Avatar or whatever it's called.
The bad guys?
Yeah, the bad guys. Not the poop wizard, but the actual.
The
bad
ones
guys.
that are actually interesting. What chat? What's the name of the faction that hates Strixhaven? They got a name.
Yeah, they have a name. I just forgot what it was. But they're all secretly part of that organization. That's why they're planning to take it over so badly. But kind of like the Borgias. I kind of base them off the Borgias, where they went into the religion, like they went into the Catholic religion, but not really because they're faithful, because they use it for power. And that's kind of what they did. What they're using this faction for. Like they're not really they don't really believe in the faction's ideology. They're trying to use the faction for their own ends.
Mm-hmm.
So Sine Darkwood, Sine Darkwood.
Could you spell that again?
Sine Darkwood, and she's part of this. They're part of the Sagemore family, but kind of like another branch, kind of like the half crystals.
Got it. Let me copy that over. These are the Strixhaven bad guys. Cool. Boop. So yeah, as you can see, like you could quickly just write down and like set this out. So we want to have, so you want to have a faction of Dark Elves be one of the bad guys you can fight.
Yeah, I made an evil team for them. So it's supposed to be 5 members. So it's the 3 main sisters who are all evil, and then the mechanist who is Sine Darkwood, and then the lawful good Dragonborn guy who doesn't want to be there, but is kind of obligated to be there, and he's lawful good, so he's going to follow that obligation.
Right. Now my question is, do you expect the party to like want to find out their backstory, or are these guys just going to like kind of die?
That's up to you. I have their backstory, but sort of, but that's up to you. I just wanted this tosses at you so you can have another team to use if you want to use it.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely some stuff. So like essentially, I do want to. Again, Strixhaven itself just isn't challenging me in the way I want it to. So I'm gonna kind of level you guys up and get you through the Olympiad. If we die, we die. Oh well. But I don't mind reusing the characters for an original setting if you're cool with that.
Well, yeah, I thought that's where you were ditching Strixhaven. We were just at a university and you were going down your own route.
Right.
I thought that's what you kind of decided on.
I think, yeah, correct. But also, like, in terms of today's stream, I don't mind, like, statting out the Strixhaven stuff.
Yeah. No, but I was just saying, so I was kind of surprised when we were doing more of the Strixhaven type stuff last stream, because I thought we kind of gave up on that altogether. And we were going down our own particular route where it was our story. What
might be easier, like, which is why we're doing it with Strixhaven at the moment. What might be easier is to figure out what your place is in Strixhaven and then work out what works and what doesn't. So, like, the thing is that's bothering me about Sireman and Ireman are their names. Like,
They're spelled the exact same.
Yeah, they're spelled the exact same. It's confusing on which one. I like, again, having children, twins, sons of destiny, that's fucking cool. Having a character who is the chosen one or who is the brother of the chosen one, that's a fucking cool idea, you know?
Yeah.
let's work it out in Strixhaven, and then when we're done with Strixhaven and Ironman or Cyreman or whatever become Oracle, we'll be like, okay, this is what I liked, and then go from there.
What about his name is Nomarus?
Nomarus?
Yeah.
Or you just take away that S, go capital I. So I don't know if that's
Nomarus is just Simon backwards.
Yeah. Nomarus and Cyreman?
Like Alucard.
What's your Strixhaven house? Oh, as in me personally? If you had to pick a house, what would it be?
Well, I would win Silver Quill, obviously.
I'd probably be... God, that's a hard question, because none of them...
I hated how they made the houses. Like, because none of them really say much, you know? Like, oh, okay, math, science, like, well, that's not... That's faculties. That's not really a house type of thing, you know?
Well, the thing is too, like the setting like calls them colleges. Like Strixhaven is like a main campus, and then there's like 5 sub campuses. Yeah. Which is not how colleges fucking work. Like,
no, not at all.
Not even a little bit. So yeah.
That's where the Harry Potter houses work, because it's not directly related to what you're studying in any way. It's, you know, personality, and you could go beyond that. That's like the major flaw for Strixhaven. It's tying whatever the house is directly to your study.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, it doesn't fully work that way.
It's more like a major or a minor, even. Like you go to Quandrix because you're studying math, like math wizardry. You go to Silver Quill because you're like want to be a bard or something. Prismari,
majority of people end up switching their major in university once or twice.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's extremely common. Vast majority do. So then what? You just immediately switch your campuses, and
well, it's like well, with Hogwarts, it's not really like a house is like also not entirely correct. It's closer to a sorority, or it's closer to that, or fraternity even. It's just, you know, it's British and ancient, so whatever.
So that's what they should have kind of had.
It works, and to J.K. Rowling's credit, she even kind of points out the hypocrisy of the houses anyway. Like, they just don't work.
Oh, yeah, there's a whole lot of... All bad guys are from one place. Like, okay, well, maybe...
Slytherin.
Slytherin, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, to her credit, she even acknowledges, like, it doesn't work. Like, even in universe, it's a dumb idea, and... Like, yeah.
My favorite part of the last movie was like they did this all send all the Slytherin to the dungeon.
Okay, first of all, no, in the book, she actually said any Slytherin who's willing to help come out, and several Slytherins did help fight. But no, absolutely.
Yeah, in the movie,
yeah.
The movie, like, all Slytherin go to the dungeon. So like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah. First of all, not all Slytherins are bad. No, Justin, in universe, almost all Slytherins are bad. And that's because again, J.K. Rowling didn't understand what she was writing. She just fucking, like, she struck lightning with a cool story idea and ran with it, and most of the world building falls apart. Like, that's it. That's
especially because it was from the first book. You know, like, the writing capabilities increased as it went. Guaranteed she had to go back and rewrite the first three books. She probably would. It would change everything.
Also, she was incredibly miserable when she was writing the first one. Like, she was on the brink of poverty, so I mean.
Yeah.
She was. No, J.K. Rowling at the end of her writing, like, Harry Potter career at the beginning, completely different lady.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's, you know, one of the things also, kids book, and kids book, there's a bit more simplification on, okay, you know, bad guys, good guys, you know, we'll just, these are bad guys, you know, and so it's just an immediate antagonist. What's the word for, it's not the main antagonist, it's kind of the secondary that also battles or
like an opposing force or something, like just something like an obstacle.
By the way, the evil faction in Strixhaven is called the Oryx. ORIQ.
Interesting.
And they're trying to summon the blood avatar or some crap like that. I don't know. But they look cool.
Oryx.
They look very cool. And they're way more interesting than the Poop Wizard. I don't know why they're not the bad guys.
Hey, Oryx sounds awesome. Same with Blood Wizard. Holy shit, that's better than Poop Wizard.
That's what they do. Like the orcs, there's Orc Mage and there's Orc like Blood Mage and there's Orc Recruiter. Because the Orc Recruiters are just normal-looking people that kind of just mingle inside the Strixhaven campus as normal students and just recruit. Basically, they recruit like a terrorist cell recruit. So they kind of like look for people who are kind of like outcasts or not fitting in everywhere. So there's, people are kind of loners, like incels and stuff like that, and they kind of get these guys and recruit them into the Oryx. That's legitimately what they say in the book. They don't have to keep that.
Why
but that's
is
what
that not the focus?
I have no idea. Like I saw the Oryx, I was like, "Who are these people?" And it's like, this is way cooler than like the little frog poop wizard guy. I don't know why they're not the main bad guys. You think they would be? They're not.
I've given up on trying to make sense of the D&D setting because at this point it's not really a system anymore, it's a setting. Because if you've read like their last like 3 modules, they're all just really lazy, here you go. You know what I mean? Like there's hardly any mechanics. What was it? Spelljammer was a waste of time. And
well, that's because the fans that they ended up attracting get angry every single time they add mechanics. It's like, oh no, this is I don't know. This
is restrictive.
What? Damn it! What's that word?
I bet you all the people that
ableist is.
I bet you all the people that want to join, like all the target audience of Strixhaven, all want to join Prismari. That definitely sounds like something they would join.
Yeah, it's kind of like. And I say this in as loving a way as I can. It's kind of the gay kids club, like the Prismari. They're
pretty much how they're described. Yes.
Yeah.
Like the theater club.
It is the Rainbow House. Like that is what they are. Like, and yeah, they're definitely theater kids. But like Silver Quill, Prismari are theater kids, and Silver Quill write their plays.
Yeah, Silver Quill are like the theater nerds, like the Shakespeare stuff. Like the Prismari are kind of like the super modern, like postmodern, like guys that just do all this flashy crap. That's kind of Prismari.
I heard it described as like Magic Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's what it looks like too.
All of them are terrible. Like I watched the videos going over the different houses or colleges, and like I don't like any of these.
Witherbloom is awesome. Like Witherbloom was pretty cool. That's probably my second favorite, Witherbloom.
Well, because they actually have a philosophy like attached to the house. They're all about the cycle of life and death, and they live in a swamp and they're really close to nature. Like it's a based fucking setting. It's super cool.
That one over there, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, they're super cool.
Like me some Witherbloom. Silver Quill has to be my number 1 still. I read all of them. I was like, yep, Silver Quill.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I went with Prismari because I saw it was like, yeah, there's fire bending type of thing. Like, okay, that seems decent instead of mathematic based magic. Pass.
Yeah, Orphan Stabber has showed up and like he's absolutely confused. So essentially, this is a world building stream where we're talking about writing in a fantasy setting. We're trying our best to come up with a setting. However, this is Literature Devil and Loading Crew, 2 notorious off-topicers. Like we will just.
That's how writing gets done.
Absolutely.
Writing gets done by saying on topic. Hell no.
Man, what am I? Chopped liver?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, that's so mean. Okay, now actually, an idea. Okay, you create.
That's a cool name. That's a cool name. Chop liver. My name is Chop Liver.
Okay, one thing I want to do, I did mention that in this original fantasy setting, I do kind of want to restructure hell a bit, and I do want the Literature Devil as one of the people as one of the patrons of the arts. Like,
ooh, nice.
Yeah. He's definitely so in D&D and Pathfinder especially. Devils aren't always bad guys. In fact, they often like put efforts towards helping good guys because they always advance their goals. Because for Devil's basic philosophy, there's actually 3 different kinds of fiends, or 3 different kinds of demons. There's devils, who are all lawful evil. That's just how they work.
That's about right.
There's daemons, which are neutral evil, and then there's demons, which are chaotic evil. Demons are all about rage and anger and just mindless destruction and basically getting off on pain.
Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter, essentially. While devils are more like, okay, let's strike a deal. They will always fuck you over if they have the opportunity, but they'll work with you.
Keep your word.
Oh yeah, they could be Oh, absolutely. In fact, if their reputation is damaged, they go out of their way to fix it. Like, they're the ones who are like, okay, you caught me running a bad deal. All right, fine. Everyone gets 1,000,000 gold pieces, something like that. You know what I mean?
Like the Sirenman or Ironman is supposed to be the guy who's actually the hero here, and he's like awesome and beloved by everyone, even us. Like, what if that's what happened? What if he didn't actually get deposed as next Oracle because of anything he did? It was like he ruined their devil's reputation on one of his quests, and the devil conspired against him and caused this to happen. That'd be pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it would seem like Oryx would be behind it too, working in the background.
To be when it comes to Strixhaven, I would like to stick with the Strixhaven stuff. I
could see the Oryx planning in the background to have deposed Ironman, like they framed him or something, and they kind of caused this this Doctor Who-esque sort of like timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly stuff to happen.
Well, that seems like Sireman and Violetta would be approached by these dudes, right? Like, everything that's going on.
That might be a bad idea, because Violetta would be like, sure, okay, let's go.
I know. Like, everything describing them, it seems like
you have blood magic.
Yeah, blood magic and getting away from the hardcore rules of the current oracles. Kind of their oppressive regime.
I do like.
I think the Orcs canonically are run by a guy who, this is exact same scenario. It was run by a guy who was supposed to be the Oracle and was not chosen as the Oracle, and now started the Orcs in order to take over Strixhaven as the Oracle.
The fact that their name vaguely sounds like Oracle does track, like, as well.
The Oryx, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like anti-oracles. That does solve a lot of problems at once, kind of pinning this on the Oryx. Like, yeah,
because that's their whole goal, is to depose oracles, so the main guy who started it could be the Oracle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, then you've got your final showdown. Where the choice at the end is, like, Sireman help at the end? Does he try to kill the other Oracle and take over? Or does, he hand over the power to that Oracle? There's like kind of 3 big choices right there.
You know what's interesting too? One of the big players of the Oryx is an Esper named Kaiman. So like it kind of matches with a Sireman, you know what I mean? Like I want to know more of the characters though, because if I could find out their races, because it's interesting that you're a tiefling. Tieflings are always born of demonic bloodlines, or they've been cursed or something. So, like, are your parents tieflings, or were you just born twin tieflings?
Oh.
And it doesn't matter. You don't have to be the children of demons either. It could be devils or daemons. So, this is my understanding of Pathfinder setting too, not necessarily D&D. D&D setting is I'm ignoring it. Like, D&D setting has gone off the rails.
We're not worried about that.
I'm gonna take cooler ideas from a setting with some chest hair.
I guess I can't comment on the ending, because I was curious what you would have thought about that.
No, I'm.
But then again,
you're giving me a million ideas. This is really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because going up against that one, like the Auric, their dude was like, well, I just got all this power. Why would I want to give it to you?
Mm-hmm. if anything, like I do like that concept. It's super cool, and I'm wondering if I foreshadowed any of it. Now, you mentioned the Oryx. Was the Oryx founded by an elf, or are there dark elves in it?
I don't know what it is. Like I forgot what the guy is supposed to be.
Well, it kind of does because, like, looking at the major characters we have in our Strixhaven right now, we've introduced like several oracles from history. We've introduced the Good Lich. We've mentioned the dragon with the twin dongs.
The dragon, yes.
The dragon. We've introduced. Who else have we talked about? That might be it, actually.
No, there's the walking worm thing.
Oh, there's also Saruman, who was a demon. If he won, he's still running away from people.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a thing for that. Obviously, there's the worm that walks. Oh my god, I forgot about the worm that walks. Hold on,
I guess he would be an oracle, wouldn't he? I guess.
Oh yeah. Because he had those books, didn't he? He had all 3 books.
Yeah.
And then I took his giant, like, powerful item.
Okay, hold on.
You stole the natural 20.
Hold on. Let me get a color going for the big guys. Okay, so hold up. So we got worm.
Oh, okay, so here's something on the Oryx, by the way. It says it's basically set up to be like pretty much anyone. So they're kind of like Death Eaters from Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
It says, here's what it says. It says, the professor you admire, the rival you defeated in the Mage Tower, or even your beloved could be a member of the Oryx. So basically, I'm guessing that insinuates anyone could be one. And the conflict that comes from them is that anyone can be an Oryx.
They're asking, what does the dragon look like? I'm not showing you the dragon. This is the image we found for the dragons.
Oh no!
And it's a funny image, but I'm sure the person who drew this is going to be massively offended if they ever found out I used it for a joke.
So, at least didn't have the 2 dogs on there.
Yeah, I don't have that on there, no. Time to draw it. Riddle, bro. Okay, Riddle, if you're going to draw it, there's a specific channel you gotta drop it in, alright? It's a not safe for work fan art one. You can't... Hold on, Riddle, I don't hate the theater kids. I just don't identify with it.
I don't hate them.
I don't hate them at all. They're just not for me.
That's you and the meme.
Oh yeah, they. Okay, Riddle has just shown up and has just been dropping fan art nonstop, and it's all really funny. It's all really cute.
Let's see. Okay, so the founder of the Oryx was a guy named Extus Nar. It looks like Extus is a powerful mage who once sought to become the Oracle of Strixhaven. Chosen by the founder of the Founder Dragons, the Oracle Strixhaven is tasked to it with ensuring magical school stuff, blah, blah. There's no surprise that Exus was passed over for the current Oracle. He's an elderly human named... Oh, wait a minute. An elderly human named Jadzi took it over.
We're changing that name.
Jadzi was the one that took over as Oracle. That's the current Oracle, Jadzi, I think.
Oh, God, why would you vote for anyone named Jadzi?
Well, the Founder Dragons did it. Not the no one voted,
but still,
don't vote for kings. Since he was snubbed by the Founder Dragons, he sought to grow his army of Orc mages and use them to help summon the Blood Avatar, a creature of war that is so powerful it can take down the enduring Academy of Mages. So I assume that the Blood Avatar has to make an appearance at some point because you've got to have the Blood Avatar. It sounds awesome.
No, it does. It sounds really cool.
It sounds so cool. Is it possible to kill the dragons of Strixhaven?
You can't. They are statted, so technically yes. Technically.
If you ever watch Spoonie's video, he's like, never stat your big guys. Never stat them.
You can't kill them. It is possible. It's like nearly impossible, but because they're statted, you can. Mm-hmm. Technically.
All right, who are all the oracles that we've introduced so far? The Lich, the Good Lich.
There's the worm that walks, I guess, is one. There's the Saruman demon. He's just hiding in the library. At least was. And then there's Ironman's monster thing. I forgot what they're called. Mm-hmm. And then there is the Good Lich, which really sucks because he's kind of like He's been there since the beginning of time or something like that.
He's been there for a while, yeah.
Yeah, he's an archaic.
No, is he actually an oracle?
He was. He's an archaic, I guess.
Yeah, he's an archaic, which means at one point he was an oracle. So, I'm just gonna
Then
put...
why is he bound to where he, like, lives?
Them's
He's
the
got
breaks.
all that power.
Them's the breaks.
Yeah, that's how that type of lich works.
Hey, but then how can he be an oracle if he can't leave the spot? Like, how do you...
He is
But
not,
he's not-
okay. No, I'm gonna let you know. Here's how archaics work. They are ridiculously powerful creatures that, as soon as an oracle is born, they're just there. They've been there since like time immemorial, man. Like,
Yeah.
well,
So it is possible that the oracle that became a lich is still alive or something. It's possible.
Because it just doesn't make sense. How can you become an oracle if you can't leave your area? Because you got to go...
But he already
You
was
gotta
an
do
oracle.
a whole bunch of other stuff than just...
when,
he was like-
so
he was
like
in archaic.
when he dies, he turns into in his own personal timeline, he turns into the Lich. You can technically run into your own archaic. That's why the demon is you.
Yeah.
But
That's
if
why
he dies, he's
Iron
not
Man-
archaic.
If
he is. He was oracle.
You could die as an archaic. Yeah, there's nothing that says archaics can't die.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought they were going through like time and space. Like they're infinity.
Like they're infinite. They're undying, but not unkillable. They're not gods. They're just basically like undying creatures. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why I'm pretty sure Ironman's archaic is just him. Should he become the oracle?
Yeah. So the demon we've confirmed is Simon.
Simon's little oracle. Archaic.
Yeah.
That's funny.
The dragon, we don't know his true identity yet. The worm that walks, we do not know his true identity yet. We do know... I'm just going to call it the angel. That's... Angel. You are fairly certain that is Ironman's. Because he currently works as Ironman's mascot. Pichu, thank you for the 5 subs. Thank you so much, my man.
Alright, Simon. Summon the demon to you.
Well, I wanted to. Then you're like, no, I gotta study for a test.
I gotta study.
Alright, so is that all the big players? The dragon, we don't know. The worm that walks.
I still can't see how a lich can be an oracle when you get stuck in a location.
All right. So
just
if it makes you feel better, then what happened was he became like one of the angels. He became something else, and then he turned himself into a lich. Does that make you feel better?
It's a Swamp Slayer effect.
Fine.
Does that make you feel better?
Not really. The lich being stuck. It doesn't fly.
It doesn't, but I also put like absolutely no thought into it. Just FYI. Like that's why it doesn't work.
I think that's what you look like in the meme.
Well, they included my stripe. It's really nice. I love it. G Dragon, how come your GM lets you have 2 wieners?
Yeah. You never let Simon have anything cool.
No, I just gave him a legendary artifact. That's fine.
2 of them.
Could he be like a false?
The dragon
You're all
or the
false.
lich?
No, not the dragon. The lich.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna leave him right here with the other archaics that we're aware of, but I don't mind like doing a conspiracy with him because I'm looking at Literature Devil's elf family. Now in regular D&D, which is kind of what Strixhaven is based off of, dark elves are their own race, but in Pathfinder, dark elves are any elves. Any elf can become a dark elf if they like do certain things. There are some true dark elves born, but they're actually incredibly rare. So I almost kind of want to do this.
Yeah, see, because that almost makes sense. He couldn't get the power, so he became a lich. Like, because then it starts lining up. So he's using his lich powers to fake this, and fake being kind of that oracle.
Mm-hmm. I do like it's
jiving.
It's a cool yeah, it's a much cooler idea, and it does imply like a lot of other things. But then again, I've now kind of spoiled it for you now, because like you saw that the demon was actually a pretty good punch, but now that you know about this good lich, well, that secret's blown, you know.
Wait, is that guy named after the World of Warcraft writer Richard A. Nake?
Wasn't on purpose, but you know
Cal
what?
Raynick.
Cal Raynick. Watch me.
Cal Drago.
Watch me.
I guess that's where
whip
character knowledge and player knowledge comes in.
Carl Drago. What was this an oracle called Carl Drago?
Carl Drago. Let's sit on that for now. I think we have enough characters. Like, because I
think so.
Yeah.
I think I have more than enough, actually.
Way more. We got too many characters.
We need more teams, I think. Things that, we need more red shirts.
We need more red shirts. Well, I've got the next group is going to be the Goblins. That is a throwaway team. They're going to be tough, but I also just didn't want to waste all that artwork.
Also, did you ever see Yu Hakusho? You've seen it, right?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Remember how like some of the enemy teams would fight like random teams? We could have like teams for that where it's like they feel unique, but they're teams that just kind of just die to accentuate the power of the enemy team. Like we get to see Iron Man's team fight or something.
In wrestling, that's called jobbing, and yeah, that's a cool idea. I do like that.
And to make it feel better, because I always like to put a lot of work into things like you can just throw away. It just feels more real.
My original approach to dungeon mastering was always slash and burn. It's like, well, that didn't work out. Time to do it another.
The quote the Matrix is like, it's like wiping your ass with silk. I love it.
Sorry, Yeti, go ahead.
Oh, so I was just gonna bring something up from the Strixhaven setting. Like those boons and banes, I think are kind of stupid. That word. That seems part of the issue of their whole setting that you just don't care about.
It's again, like D&D is not for us anymore, in the sense that like anyone who wants to tell a serious fantasy story, just get out of D&D. Just stop.
Well,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying, because we're now turning this into art. So why don't we just scrap boons and banes, like from the different character stuff, and you just turn the artwork and the characters into what works for your story.
Oh yeah, I plan to do that, and I still like some of their characters. I like Talana. Yeah. I liked they've got a couple.
Yeah, that stuff. I'm just talking about the mechanisms that they're using. Like you don't need to use it if you don't like it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Am I making sense?
No, you are. I'm just it's just we're just basically not playing Strixhaven anymore. Like, yeah.
Well, yeah, isn't that the point of this entire thing, to round it out?
Pretty much, yeah.
So I don't know. That's suggestion, just getting rid of boons and banes, so we don't have to worry about all that BS.
Yeah, it's just effort wasted that I didn't want to do. But yeah, you're probably right. We should probably just scrap it, like drop all their shit. I think we'll keep the NPC that we've been going with, but yeah, it's just not fun anymore. Their stuff.
Yeah. Because that seems to be the thing that really brings it all down. Like we have never cared about boons and banes.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, their NPCs are kind of boring. Whereas
I cared about them until I didn't really care about them until I cared about them. Like they were useful. So like getting the Dampier lady angry at us, like, oh cool, she can help disavour our team.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I was talking about that with Yeti. It's like the boons and banes are so petty and just not a thing. Like they don't matter. It's just that comes down to what Dungeons and Dragons is doing now. They just don't care about making a good fantasy setting. They care about selling a module and then moving on
and being inclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if we focused on creating the Goblin team, since that's the one that's specifically up next.
Oh, they're gonna basically be jobbers for now. You're getting 2 jobber teams, and then we'll move on to the characters we actually give a shit, like the Oryx and the Lich and the Worm that walks. Now,
but if a throwaway, it could be just fun to just make them like feel unique and everything, just to.
Since they were made by my
the exact copy and paste.
Yeah, they're gonna be the same characters. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's their characters. I'm also doing it for them because they, again, I don't want to like
waste all that artwork.
Yeah, and not only that, they pay me quite a bit of money to be a jam for hire, and it's kind of fan service for them too. So. Are you going to do monstrous goblins or the comic relief kind? I'm going to do Pathfinder goblins, which are both.
Yeah, they're kind of both.
And it doesn't matter, because they're just going to be, like, shot and killed pretty much in the next session anyway.
As far as the Dark Elf team goes, you could just do whatever. That's just my idea. Just do whatever.
I do like it. It's just their family conspiracy is a bit much for what we're doing, because we already have, like, 3 family conspiracies.
Yeah, it's a Machiavellian madhouse. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Although, if you want to, you can keep the Mechanist lady. I thought she was pretty cool. She was more on the complex side, since she was actually supposed to be a good person that had to go into bat with bad people in order to help her family out. That was her motivation.
What should I do? Riddle, are you asking for artwork requests?
Artwork regrets?
Yeah. Can you? All right. Do you want to do? All right, you've done the picture of the dragon. Is there anyone? Professor Peggy. Okay, Professor Peggy, Riddle of Lightning. I'll actually make her thing right here real quick.
That's one character I think is kind of interesting that we've introduced.
I wonder why.
Succubus who gets off on more clothes.
Pretty much it.
Yeah, that's like her whole thing. Essentially, she's a reverse. She's a succubus, but she gets more turned on the more prim and proper a situation is. Like if you hand her TPS reports, she's just like ready. She's just ready to go. She's like like do me now, that kind of thing. So like. If you draw her slutty in like slutty clothes, you're drawing her out of character.
but she's still a succubus, so it'd still be slutty, but like professional slut. You know,
what was that one game that was really, really good? It got a shitload of fan art when it was released. It was the guy who went into hell to build a demon harem, and it's just a puzzle game, and it's all the girls are like in suits.
Can you tell me what that one once? It sounds familiar.
Helltaker! Yeah, Helltaker. All the girls are adorable in Helltaker. Here, I'll see if I can get... I'm opening it on another tab, because they have a lot of fan art. And I'm being super careful. Yeah, I think this is actually their canonical appearances. They're all super duper cute. It's just, they're all in really prim and proper clothes. With the exception of Judgment. Judgment's the only one who's, like, remotely trampy, I guess. I don't even know trampy's the right word, but who's in trampy-esque clothes. Clothes stay on? Absolutely. The suit stays on. So, yeah, those are... I like, she was kind of based off of that concept of these particular girls.
And I think because we went full ADHD and just started joking around about the succubus.
Yeah. All right. Right. So I got the goblins. I got the. Where were we at? I like the Drow family. Give me more about the Drow family again. Tell me what they want. What do they want again?
They want to take over Strixhaven by installing an oracle they can control.
And
so,
go ahead.
Would they be kind of working with essentially the Oryx, but they've got their own little subsection.
They are part of the
inside the Oryx.
In fact, the level I had set up where you go into the sorority, you can go into the rooms and find secret orc costumes and helmets and stuff like that. Because the helmet actually has stats and stuff like that.
Is it is it the Helm of Brilliance? Is that what that is?
No, the Helm of Brilliance is like its own little thing. But there is an orc helmet, I think, statted out in the book that has like different things that can it prevents you from divining their identities and stuff like that. So it's mainly built to hide one's identity. That's what the orc helmet does.
Okay, I'm down with that.
No, it does sound like they'd have their own little thing outside the Oryx. It's like they're using the Oryx to get
that's
where they want.
That's what I mean. They're like the Borgias, how the Borgias use the papacy to get what they want. They're kind of like that. They're using the orc to get what they want.
They've got their own little subsection of
they're
within the Oryx.
They're technically like playing the Oryx up, then, aren't they?
Yeah.
The Oryx, the Oryx are barely a factor. They're almost victims in this.
Yeah, pretty much, because they're just so devious.
The Oryx still sounds super badass. It's just, it's like there's just a secret contingent within it that are still propping them up.
Kind of like Hydra.
Oryx are still powerful on their own.
The Hydra.
They don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
No, that's the. I say so. Here's what I got there. Do you mind if I change it from instead of just a drow family to be like a coalition of like different elves then?
They could do that.
Do it.
And we can still tongue in cheek it because we're kind of the asshole Strixhaven group too. It's like, wow, a multicultural family. Look at how progressive.
Yeah, look how diverse they are.
Yeah.
That'd be good because they're evil. That's how you know.
That's really diverse. Like, what brings diversity better than evil goals? Like,
Exactly.
So I'm gonna put instead of drow family, like we can make the head of a house is a drow.
The idea was that it's supposed to be matriarchal.
Mixed elf family.
So the leader is also like, it's why it's a sorority and stuff like that. Like I wanted to make an evil sorority, so I went with drow for that reason.
I don't want to be like, you would. You totally would.
I would avoid going with the whole just matriarch like that.
No,
too on the nose.
Well, first of all, drow are matriarchies. That's straight
That's
up
canonical with D&D.
Yeah, that's straight up what they are. No. That's not Lit Deb being sex. That's not Lit Deb being mad. That's
Not this time.
That's actually like canon to D&D because I read the Dritz books because when I was doing a campaign in the Underdark, so I read them and they're not good. Like old D&D just wasn't very good. It was groundbreaking, but it wasn't as challenging as they thought it was.
Just so dirty. I use Irish or something.
I like that. So okay, so what's the name of this house again?
The Sagemore House. I just made it up on top of my head.
Okay.
You can change it.
I do like Sagemore sorority. That's really cool.
The s'mores.
The s'mores.
S'more sorority.
You know what? When people are dissing them, they call them s'mores. Not only
That
that,
makes sense.
That's so works.
to be
That
honest,
makes sense.
it does because they're a mix of like a bunch of different elf families.
Yeah.
And it's got the connotation of well, okay, I'll just say of whore. Like,
Oh!
s'mores,
Yeah, no, for real though, because like that would be like one of the unfair criticisms too.
They are kind of mean girls. In fact, hold on. Let me see. Make double sure. I did name the three main Sagemore girls, and one of them I named after what's her name from Hella Boss, Ferocica. The head one is named Ferocica Sagemore. For that reason.
Ferocica Sagemore. I do like that.
Ferocica Sagemore is like the head, and then there's
She's such a s'more. Like,
that's
so good.
That's
Like,
so good.
she's the one that's the head of the three girls, the head of the Sagemore's at the school, and he's more like the on point, like the schemer one, and then you have like the bubbly kind of like ditzy Sagemore, whose name is Valarith, and she's more of the magical side. And then you have like the stir. Have you ever seen Dragon Prince?
I have not yet. I've been told it's really good. I think I watched.
It is really good.
I watched season 1. It just didn't like click with me, but I understand it's very, very good.
Do you know the character that has like a shield but doesn't talk? Not at least she's a tough girl, but like a really well written tough girl.
Is she deaf?
Yeah, she's mute.
Oh, okay.
Or F or something like that. The third one is called Sylara. She's like that. It's like more of a military tough one. It's kind of more of a melee fire than the magic user. So it's like they have their own unique personalities.
What's the name of the Sagemore team? So we've got like the Lick Toads.
That's the thought. That's what I was going to call them, the Sagemore team. Team Sagemore.
Team Sagemore. Just very basic Team Sagemore. Like they're trying to fly. They're trying to fly under the radar.
Exactly.
I like that. I like that a lot. Now the question is, if we're attaching the good lich to them, like, why? I guess why wouldn't he just? I guess. Okay, I can work it out.
The good lich could totally be the lawful good dragonborn.
Well, he's not really good. It's just he kind of played that up to.
No. He's actually is lawful good. He's just being forced into the family.
We're scrapping the Strixhaven stuff, right? So
yeah, that's what I made that up.
Pardon?
I made up the lawful good dragonborn guy. So that's not a Strixhaven.
Oh, okay. I know. Just from discussing earlier, like, yeah, he's playing good to get further, to further his own desires to take over.
He doesn't actually want to take over. The Sagemore's want to take over.
Yeah. Okay.
But he was like a fake oracle that was scorned. And
no, that's the leader of the orcs.
Power, he became a lich.
The leader of the orcs and the lawful good dragonborn guy are two different guys.
No. Yes. This is we're miscommunicating really hard here. So what he's all right. I'm trying. So the good lich is we're reworking him entirely. He is the good lich is an original creation of mine, but he is a creature. I will tell you what he's called. He is called a Bale Norn, and a Bale Norn is a lich that is like lawful or neutral good, because the way they operate mechanically is they are liches of ancient elves. And they are tied to a particular homeland rather than tied to a phylactery. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
that makes sense.
So the idea that I was playing with was he was one of the chosen to become an oracle, but he was scorned, so he never got that power. And the next closest thing was becoming a lich in order to gain it. But he chose becoming a lich near, basically inside the college to try and further get the power and, either destroy or become an oracle by using, like, say, the Sagemores, that type of thing,
As in using the... Okay. Did I do Peggy right? Hold on, you drew Peggy? I love how you gave her like this blue cardigan or whatever this is.
There you go. That's that picture.
that worked. She seems so stressed out.
Well, she has to deal with like Saruman the whole time. So, I mean...
True. The clothes stay on. I love it. It's so funny. The thing is,
where is this?
It's in stream memes in my Discord. That's really funny. I like this a lot. This is really funny. Okay. So I think I'll work out the good lich. He did a drawing of Hecht? Nuh-uh. He just... Oh, he drew her like Hecht. Got it. I think I can work this out. I think I like most of this concept. I think I will keep the good... I will keep Khal Ranok as close to the chest as possible. But I do like I like him being up here in this area. I like the Sagemore sorority. That's really cool. I like calling them s'mores. That sounds nice and offensive. That sounds like us. That sounds like us. I like having...
I thought of it immediately once their name came up.
I think the I think the Dragonborn family might just be a bit much. You know what I mean? In the sense that... Oh! Oh, that's super cute. You actually drew Hecht from our Rune Lords campaign. That's really good. Thank you. All right, back to this. I think the Dragonborn family might be a bit much as just an element to introduce. Like, just...
Yeah, that was back when I thought that the Oracle had to be a good guy. Like, lawful good or something like that. So we don't have to have him in there.
We could just have like one of the s'mores be good. Like there's no law against it.
Well, that was the idea with Cine, the Mechanist lady. Like she's not actually evil.
Okay.
She's not actually evil. She's it's kind of like she likes she loves her family so much that she's willing to work with the Sagemore people in order to uphold the family.
Mean girl.
Yeah, exactly.
There's always kind of a nice they don't want to leave their friends, but they also don't like how mean they are, but they'll still kind of be nice to you when they're not around.
In fact, the main Sagemore girls, I'd planned to not even like her, but they keep her around because she's really good with mechs.
Not only that, she could basically be the Tyrion Lannister of the Sagemores.
Pretty much, yeah. That's a good description of what I had in mind. Yeah,
because like Tyrion does evil shit, but he does it for his family. So that tracks.
Exactly.
That tracks.
And you fought her already, so you know what she can do. Yeah. She has a spider legs on her back, and she can throw out little spiders, and she has giant spiders you can summon.
Now, I do like... Okay, so...
That turns down the sexiness.
Turns down the spiders?
Yes.
Depending on who...
I think she even has a prosthetic arm, because you know how bomb makers will accidentally mess up and they'll lose some fingers or something like that. I think she has a prosthetic arm she built for herself.
Now it's sexier?
Yep.
Now it is.
Now it's hot.
Yeah, now it's so hot.
Well, have you seen... have you played Elden Ring yet? The hardest boss in that game is Melania, Blade of Mikola.
She has a fake arm.
She has a fake arm, yeah.
I would love it, but yeah, I don't... I can't buy it.
Why not? Is it just expensive?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. It's... I like the evil s'mores. That's so funny. Thank you.
It's pretty good, yeah.
It's really good.
I like it.
All right. Then I do think we need to fight some fair bristles, to be honest, because we established that you guys stole the Helm of Brilliance.
Well, we didn't steal anything. It was
well by we, I mean like.
Stuart came in and stole it.
I couldn't have that skeleton guy come back as one of the team members or something, because that's the guy who actually stole it.
Yeah, I think he'd be the mascot.
That'll work.
Yeah.
That's a powerful mascot.
He is. 3 is awesome. So 3 is intelligent skeleton with
Skelemore.
With Helm of Brilliance. All right, so we got the fair bristles. We kind of come up with a name for the fair bristle team. So what's the fair bristle team called?
It depends on what the guy's name, I guess. I mean, what does he actually do? Because they're all they tend to be undead or necromancers or basically just comically evils. I guess it really depends on what he.
The bone biters.
The bone.
Because I guess he is a necromancer. I guess because he's a skeleton.
All right, so,
person.
Well, we got to decide who's in charge of the team. Like what are your you've made up a bazillion siblings, and I figured we just fight your.
How to be a brother?
A brother?
It has to. Yeah. Because the whole family is about power, right? And after hearing about the winning, they would want to step in to show up Violetto, because Violetto has been slowly gaining power. So that would instantly spark jealousy in the evil family, right?
I'm setting up my own oracle to take power.
Yeah. And so, if they're able to, so it'd be an older brother, because they would already left the university, right? And they've went into bring in alumni. So hearing all these stories about Violetto gaining power slowly that they never did or were unable to do would trigger that that idea of getting into the games.
Okay.
I do think we're overthinking a little bit. Just like having Violetto's family also want to be oracles. I mean, that's pretty.
So
It's pretty cool.
at the moment, so far I've created. He has a younger brother named Vermilio.
Vermilio. Okay.
And I'm not saying all of them. I'm just saying like one team.
No,
Here's a-
I
here's
understand. I understand. I'm just working.
He has an older brother named Gamboge.
What? How do I spell that?
Gamboge. Gamboge.
Gamboge. Older.
Did you just smash your like keyboard and whatever came up was the name?
No, it's a color.
Hold on.
It's all different colors.
Addressing chat real quick. Did you say Millennium Blade of Bicla? Yes, I did. And
Yeah.
she said her name too. Many times.
She's never known defeat.
But she walks around barefoot? What a whore.
You can see her ankles and everything.
What a s'more.
Well, no, she says she's never known defeat, but she doesn't wear shoes.
Boo.
You make awful puns all the time. I get one.
It's a lie. I never make awful puns.
How do we take away subs?
You lose 50 subs.
No! Chat did not like that. What's so special about oracles? Okay, so oracles in Strixhaven is basically the guy in charge. Basically the person who they are labeled as the most powerful spellcaster and the most noble. But we're kind of dropping the most noble piece and we're just kind of running with it. Why is my text so
Yeah, because
fucking massive?
there was a section in the lore that during times of great strife, they don't care about nobility. They care about somebody bringing protection. So it's like protection or destruction to something. And so nobility they don't care about that anymore.
Oh, by the way, I also have an uncle named Ebenok, who is a crazy but skilled warlock, and an aunt named Rosette, who sells magical human meat pies. So if that helps any.
I'm sorry, what? I just voiced over my fucking Sweeney video. So swear to God, what's her name? I got Ebenok. Great name.
Ebenok is he's a crazy but skilled warlock, and is this Violetta's uncle. Which I don't know whose side of the family. Like, is his mother's brother or father's brother? I guess you can decide that. I just named them.
I like the idea of being. I like the idea of dad's side of the family being somewhat noble, like they're all like either paladins or something like that.
Actually, the fair bristle part is like from the mother's side.
Yeah, and then like the asshole is the mother's side, and
He has a matriarchal marriage. Yeah, I can understand that.
yeah, well, but also like I still want them to be like the Adams, like Morticia and like Gomez, where they're just
They really love each other.
they're madly in love, and they just put up with each other. It's like, oh dear, look at you helping the helpless again, and he's like, honey, I just can't help it. Aren't you a Death Knight? Well, you just can't put a good paladin down.
now he is, you know.
Yeah, now he's a Death Knight, but he still does like noble things. Like
He's a noble death knight. That's kind of funny. I like that.
that's really cool. All right, so what's mom's name?
His aunt is named Rosette, and she sells magical human meat pies.
Magical human meat pies. I want to be mad at that, but
And his mother, currently the fair bishop of the household, and his mother is named Azura, Azure, and her husband is named Aurelion.
Father. Oh, that's a cool name. How do I spell that?
Aureo Lion.
Aurelion. Ooh, that's a great name. Okay, so hey, Devil, I noticed something with this name Azura.
Yes.
It's awfully similar.
I didn't want to. That's why I didn't want to say the other thing.
Interesting. Does Violetto also have an Oedipus complex? Is that...
Fortunately, no.
Fortunately, okay. The school chef is a lizard folk paladin. That's a funny idea.
The founder of that entire household, I believe, was Ceruleus. Like, his name is Ceruleus.
Mm-hmm. Okay, one second.
The founder of the house.
Ceruleus. That's a cool name. I'm gonna put ancient ancestor. Ceruleus. Okay, so Aurelion is noble death knight. By the way, Destroya, thank you for the 12 months of subscription. That is a big get. Thank you so much.
Maybe that could be it. Maybe Aurelion was a half bristle, and so that's why all the half bristles are all good guys.
Oh yeah,
that could work. The fair bristles are all the jerks.
Azura fair bristle, and then matriarchy's fine. I think that works.
Yeah, that actually legitimately was a thing you could do in the medieval ages. They think, oh, it's just patriarch. No, there was matriarchal marriages if they had more power.
Mm-hmm. It all comes down to what you're capable of, like.
So in this case, I assume the fair bristles are a much more powerful family, and so they agreed to a matriarchal marriage. So Azura fair bristle was able to keep her name and basically become all the heirs. That means all the heirs they produce were also fair bristles. So that makes sense.
Okay, so Mom is a lich, right? That's what we settled on?
Yes.
Mom's a lich.
That's a hilarious idea. I like that.
Is Ebonok also a deathlock? I think that would be kind of cool.
That's up to you. I just made him a warlock because I didn't even know deathlocks existed when I made that up. So yeah, it's up to you.
I think Gamboge, okay, so let's go like powerful types of undead.
Gamboge is just the sand guy from Naruto. I don't know, maybe.
Ooh, wait, a sand thing?
Gara, that guy. He keeps like a bunch of like living sand in his balls or something. I don't know, his gourd?
Yeah. Okay, so basically Gara from Naruto. Okay.
I just thought of that. That was not the plan. It's like that'll make him different.
We could make him a mummy. Like
yeah, that'll work.
So like a elder mummy or something, whatever they're called.
That'll work. He is the elder brother, I believe. Yeah.
So I like the idea of him being a greater mummy. That's a cool idea. Vermilio, I think, just won't be undead because he'd be the only student still in Strixhaven if he's a younger brother.
It'd be kind of funny. You took after his dad. He's like kind of more on the nice side.
Yeah, there you go. And that's how they get around it too. We can make him maybe not a paladin, but like something like a lawful good monk.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I can see him leaving home and like not wanting to deal with this nonsense. Going to a monastery.
Yeah, there you go. And then they still dragged him here. Like, if you become an oracle, fine, mom. Like,
I can see Gamboge is the guy that the mom's always talking about. Like, well, your brother Gamboge took over a whole kingdom yesterday.
Would you be born undead in a family or become undead after a while? I think mom had all the eggs and then became undead.
Yeah, and then became undead.
Yeah.
that's still wanted a family, even though she's super evil.
Well, no, she's in a political marriage, but it just turns out she's really into her husband. So I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Like,
also, like she's the whole thing was that she's a lich and a evil prayer bristle, but very, very loving and very, very motherly. She's like a very supportive mother.
Yeah, no, that's great. I like that a lot. That's super cute. I like this undead evil family.
That's really nice. They're really nice to each other. At least the mother is.
Okay, is Gamboge I think Gamboge, if he's a mummy lord, he'd definitely be a death priest.
Sure.
Yeah, I think death priest would definitely work. He has instead of being a necromancer like with arcane magic, he would use divine magic.
I'm assuming the skeleton guy worked for Gamboge, and Gamboge now has the Helm of Brilliance.
Yeah, so Gamboge has Helm of Brilliance. So let's see, Mummy Lord.
What, he's going to enter the games to take more power and try and become an oracle?
Intelligent skeleton. And he is created by Gamboge. Super friendly. Super friendly. Yeah, 3, I want to be super duper polite. And I don't know if I told you this joke when I first... So 3 is a recycled character from HBI 2K's campaign. And I just wanted to play an Irish...
An Irish skeleton?
An Irish slave. And he's essentially super happy. Like, even at the top, like, even before, this was really, like... politically incorrect. Like I just wanted to do that. He's super happy with his position in life. He's got no complaints. He's good to go.
He loves being an Irish slave.
He loves being an Irish slave. And it was funny later because, like, in HBI 2K's setting, he didn't, like undead were treated as, like, definitely a working class, but also since 3 was, like, one of the only intelligent undeads, they didn't know what to do with him. And... And so it was just kind of interesting. But later, it came to a vote on what they had to do with something. And one of the people in the party, who was an NPC, who didn't like 3, said, I don't think 3 should get a vote. And all the other characters in the party said, no, 3 should get a vote because he's part of the group. And I said, oh, don't worry, we'll come up with a compromise. I'm not quite a person, so... You know where I'm going with this.
3/5.
Of a 3/5 of a purpose, which we can call it the 3/5 compromise. And holy shit, did they, when they realized what I just did, I built this whole character around that fucking joke.
Oh, 3/5. Okay.
Mm-hmm. The whole fucking character was based around that joke, and it was amazing. I played the long con with that one.
It's like if we really did want Violetta to become the Grand Wizard of Strixhaven or something.
Oh my god. That's so terrible. I love it. I love how bad that is. Okay, so I like how this family's set up. This is a good family, and they competed, and now there's some animosity between them and the S'mores too. So like,
yeah.
let's say after the goblins, you'll fight the Fair Bristles, and then later, when you come back to beat the Sagemoors, or to fight the Sagemoors, like there's an additional layer where like they're like, don't you lose to them. I was like, okay.
Does that mean the family that the Lich was talking about was the Sagemoors now?
I think we're gonna go with that, definitely.
Okay.
I think
that
so.
makes sense.
So then Violetto has to kill one of his family members.
All right.
Right?
I mean, it's not like that's the end for them. It's like, oh, I died. How inconvenient.
Bother.
This wouldn't be like pure incinerate. Like they're gone.
But not everyone gets incinerated.
I know. Okay. Well, story-wise, it would probably have bigger impact on.
We fighting a mummy lord. I'm pretty sure he's not going to get incinerated.
Yeah, dude, like, most of these characters are so ridiculously overpowered, they just won't fucking die. Like, even if you kill them, they don't die. It's not like Azura is gonna bring her in her fucking phylactery. Yeah, death is more of a suggestion. Thank you, Dark Frog.
Exactly.
Like
stoplights.
Story-wise, it might be more impactful for Violetto on... Yeah, to get what he wants, he has to kill a family member. You know?
Challenge rating 15. Like, it's going to be a tough battle.
Okay,
which is why I'm leveling
maybe
up.
That's got to be adjusted so we don't just get massacred instantly.
Oh, well, that's why I'm leveling you up really fast too, and giving you stupid ass items. You know what's funny? After I told that story about the compromise, we lost some viewers.
Oh no.
I don't know if they were actually offended or if it just worked out that way, but that's funny.
3/5 of a compromise.
I missed it.
You didn't hear it?
I put something in the microwave.
Oh no. Okay, so it's
too bad you missed it.
You missed
You
it.
can tell me later.
Yeah, it's funny. All right, so we got Violetto, we've got these Sagemoors, great groups. Ironman and Sireman. So I'm gonna
you do some work, Yeti. Get in there.
I think we're stuck with Sireman. Like, no, we're not gonna say a different name.
No, I like Sireman and Ironman. I always thought his name would start with an I.
Just take away the S.
I think it'd be less confusing.
So it's less confusing for you.
Okay, that works.
So take away the S apostrophe and just leave it with the Ironman. You know?
Mm-hmm. I'm down with that. Okay, so Ironman and Sireman, they're children of destiny. Where are they from? And like, how's their bloodline work? Why are they how are they tieflings? Etc. 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 Like in your head.
I thought about that part.
We've been playing this character for about 4 months, and you haven't thought that far.
Well, no, because I'm thinking to the future, not the past.
Oh.
So, the big thing was my brother, not the parents. But
like we can have them be human. That's fine. I don't care what we do with them. I just need to know.
Yeah, I know. So I don't think they'd become from means. Like, because I figure like the way they got into university was just because Ironman was just showing this crazy aptitude, and as a way in order to get Sireman into, the parents were smart enough to negotiate that if you want one, you take the other.
So do you have like distant parents who care about their children, or do they are like, oh God, get rid of this one too?
Well, that could be it too. If they're not tieflings,
Get rid of this one. Keep Ironman.
They're a little terrified of the abilities that were shown. That like
having demon children. Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of like that actually. Okay. So human parents, the Kilgars. So what are the Kilgars?
I'm picturing like farmer, blacksmith, something with a trade. A trade. You can't be dumb. So they made a smart enough deal.
They're French.
They are not French. That is just what Ironman did.
And
what if one of them was French or something like that? That's why Ironman wants to emulate that person. Like, I want to be this person.
Okay. So
that's would be a reason. Okay. Hold on.
He wants acceptance.
I forgot about this. I was going to with the Sage Moors. I was going to make them speak with a French accent, and I was going to make Ironman the whole reason why Ironman speaks with a French accent because he was cursed by the Sage Moors. Because he tangled with them before because he's a good guy and Sage Moors are the bad guys. So my idea was that they were. I forgot all the details. I had planned pretty well. I forgot the details, but
right.
The reason why Ironman is speaking with a French accent is because the Sage Moors cursed him to talk like them. Now, I don't know if we're going to use that or not, but I forgot about that until now.
I don't dislike that idea.
Because I got the idea because in Penny Arcade, Chris Perkins introduced this alluring drow lady that all the male characters fell for, and he gave her a French accent. So, so to me now, all the drow speak with a French accent. So I was going to make them speak with a French accent, and that's why Ironman speaks with that because he got cursed by them.
I still like the idea that one of the parents is French, like the dad, and because they were shipped off, he is so desperate to get that affection, that he's taken on involuntarily the traits of the father in order to make that fake connection and just getting close. So he made that part of his personality.
Have you read Cyrano de Bergerac? Like that.
What?
Do you know that character, Cyrano de Bergerac?
I've never heard of that character.
He's really ugly. Like the cool things, like he's really ugly with long nose, but he's really good with words. And so this one guy falls in love. This one handsome guy falls in love with this lady, but he's dumb. So he gets Cyrano de Bergerac to kind of hide in like the bushes next to him and start telling him what to say. And it turns out like he goes off and dies, and Cyrano de Bergerac and the lady get together. But what if it's like that, where it's kind of like the guy who fell in love with this lady, like he helped her, but he helped the guy swoon this lady with his words, and then but the guy who helps falls in love with the lady, the other guy trying to swoon, and their union produced kind of sinful children because it was not right. They kind of cheat on this guy, even though the scorned lover cursed. Because something like that,
still alive, and
they're basically a product of sin. That's what I'm getting at. or flaws or something like that. They're basically the product of one of the parents' flaws.
Do you think both the parents would know? Like one would know. Do you think the other would know?
I don't know. It's up to Stuart.
I like the idea of Sagemore's having something to do with the Sireman's family.
They cursed the dad.
Or something, and then because if we're doing this demon and angel thing, which I do like how Sireman is, or Ironman. God damn it! I like how Ironman has got these angelic qualities, but still is kind of a dick. You know.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that. Yeah, he has an angel and Sireman was a demon. I didn't notice that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I planned that out for a while, and I tried to foreshadow as much as possible, but in between our ADD and everything else, it never really got shown.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
it was a good twist. It's that makes sense.
Yeah, right. No, it's definitely cool. But Ironman knows, but Sireman not being the privileged child, wouldn't get all this, but he's still Ironman's blood, so having that connection, it's really cool. It's nice and thematic, and it does fit. And admittedly, it does fit in with Strixhaven, where the overprivileged aren't necessarily the best choice.
Yeah.
So it fits on a lot of levels. It's just the way we play our game. That theme is gonna fall apart. It's just how we play. We cannot stay on track to save our lives.
Okay, but it still fits because Violetto is the guy from Privilege out of all the entire group, and he's awful.
Mm-hmm.
He's chaotic evil. So it still fits. It still fits.
Oh, it still fits. Yeah, I guess so. And he Sireman is actually kind of falling down a dark path, just trying to please Violetto as much as possible. Which is why, I don't know if you caught it, but when the demon first introduced himself to Violetto, he asked for a bro fist. He was so smitten right away, and I was just like, well, that's kind of Sireman.
Well, there's also the fact that there's the rejection from the rest of the school.
And now they're shipped.
So you've got the rest of the school ending up pushing them towards this dark place because there's no there's no forgiveness or giving any sort of chance to them. So where else are they going?
We shouldn't have fired in front of everybody.
Well, no, but if we want any political commentary in this game, it would definitely be against judging people based on that sort of thing too. So yeah, that works for us. So I think it works on a lot of levels. It's just we're just easily distracted.
All right, gotta get back to work on your family. We made the last name. I think we got a ways to go.
Who's the good guy in this? That's a loaded question, my friend.
It's a very gray area because I don't even know
what really is good, really.
Honestly, because
I've got a whole channel answering that question.
There's times where he's doing very good things and helping others, and then other times just absolutely hates the authority being stomped on him and the way that the school is just turned against him. He despises that. He definitely does not like authority in any way. I was ready for the character to die when I was told, yeah, you got to get naked. No, kill me then.
Oh, that's fine. I wanted you to talk your way out of that. That's fine. A lot of my style of D&D is okay, this is what's happening. Figure out how to either solve it or break even. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I should have threatened to burn his book, because then he loses all the spells, except the ones that he's memorized for the day.
That's a good one too. That would have been really good.
I didn't know enough about the characters to know that then. Now it's oh shit, that's obvious solution. Threatening to burn the book to get out of this, because it would totally screw him over.
Is this a thing where everyone's evil in their own way? Oh, absolutely. And that mixes with my own personal philosophy. Like, you can quantifiably define good and evil, sure, but like no one is purely one or the other. And
I'm pretty sure enslaving your friend is pretty evil.
that's pretty fucking evil. But also, it's kind of sad when you think about it from Sireman's perspective. Is that he had like
It was unintentional.
yeah, but you are benefiting.
I know. So that's where I think he's chaotic neutral.
You're not allowed to have those thoughts.
I think it fits the chaotic neutral really, really well when you look at the definition.
I think Sireman falling into chaotic neutral is fine. That works for me. Like,
Does that mean you're insane?
no, it doesn't.
No, it's going against authority.
Yeah, usually. So in Pathfinder, chaotic neutral is, like, again, we're dropping D&D at this point, but chaotic neutral is just all about freedom, and chaotic good is a lot about that too, but chaotic neutral is especially offended at authority. And Sireman seems extremely offended at any authority figure.
Which has come out like naturally. So I
didn't see any evidence of that.
Yeah, I see no evidence of Sireman being offended by authority.
This is going to be like a thing from now on, isn't it?
You don't see any evidence. That's good. That's really good.
That was hearsay.
Objection.
We use divination magic, but I don't see any evidence.
This would not hold up in court.
Hey,
Let he who is without sin kick the first ass.
My favorite part, whoever mentioned Title IX, oh, so I'm screwed.
yeah, Takoa. Think of it like Title IX. It's like, oh, I'm screwed. And then he finally gets it. He finally gets it.
I can hear the blood vessel burst, and you're like, now you understand?
Now you understand.
Because, the Title IX, oh, so it's not a real court. Oh.
I'm trying to think.
So
Title
evidence doesn't mean a thing.
Admittedly, like, okay, so I was a teacher. Title IX means different things depending on where you're, like, what level of education you're at. In the high school setting, Title IX super important. Like, it is.
There's parts of it that is, and then there's other parts that just destroy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, absolutely. I'm not offended. So.
No, just from what I understand, there's like good parts, and then there's the totally bad parts, which is led to all these situations where you don't have any say if you're accused of something.
Yeah, Title IX is there in order to make due process happen, because like if let's say you are thrown out of school for someone accusing you of something, you can call Title IX yourself in the sense that you demand due process.
Well, except isn't it used to throw people out without actual evidence?
Depending on what your school setting is like, but usually you'd be surprised. What is Title IX? Title IX, if I remember right. Hold on. Title IX.
Because I thought that was also related to ensuring female sports.
That was part of it, yeah.
So there's good parts and there's bad parts that have caused a situation now. And I think we're losing viewers talking about Title IX.
That's fine. Again, I was a teacher in high school, so Title IX super important in a lot of ways. But yeah, it's always the few that ruin it for everybody. So
I forgot that Violetto's really short. Like he's 5'5". I was looking at all of his traits and stuff like that. Like I forgot he was 5'5".
Is there any? Sorry, I'm going ADHD right now.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'll let Lit finish what he was going with.
Hey Pichu, real quick, is Pichu still in chat? Because I just realized Pichu wants a dragon for a self-insert character. Can I attach him to the lewd dragon?
The lewd dragon.
Because I kind of want a team of dragons for them to fight, because I think after Violetto's family, you guys should start encountering other archaics. Like, on all the tournament rounds, you know what I mean?
Wouldn't they immediately kill us?
That's the idea. Yeah. Alright, cool. I get to attach it to the lewd dragon. Perfect. You know what? I think Dr. Hentai is going to be on this team.
Dr. Hentai. Dr. Hentai team.
The Dr. Hentai team.
Professor Hentai.
Professor Hentai. No, he got his doctorate. He didn't believe me, he went into the private sector and never looked back.
Shit, what was I getting? Oh yeah, so I was getting at like, is it possible for me to respec some of the base stats of Sireman? Because as soon as we're getting further and further, I see how badly I screwed up in giving certain, like, I put there's way too much in strength. Like, it is so useless for the wizard. It is utterly useless.
Mm-hmm. Here, what you have to do is you have to go go to this academy. You got to kill the person in control of the academy. Then you can get rebirth. But only if you have certain items.
Yeah, I'm now realizing how messed up it was. Like, I need way more wisdom.
But do you have strength as a wizard?
Yes, yes, I do. Because
I don't remember. I think he wanted to be a muscle wizard for a sec. I don't remember what the fuck you were doing. Like Takoa tried to advise, but Takoa's not good at explaining to you.
No, he did not give the.
Oh yeah, 14 in strength. Wow. Okay.
Yes.
How do you have worse constitution than I do, but you have way more hit points?
Because you roll terrible.
Yeah, I keep rolling a 1 on my add hit points.
Yeah, there was one time I think you got a 1 and you didn't bother re-rolling. Yeah, you weren't sure if you were allowed to re-roll, so you put that in there.
Yeah, every time I roll for more health, I just keep getting 1s.
Really, that's bad.
So is that something I can do, Stuart?
I don't mind. Yeah, just with Takoa one day, just work that out.
Oh, I know how to.
You know how to do it.
All
right, go ahead.
Now,
go for it.
After going through it a couple times, like, yeah, I've got a significantly better idea.
But having 0 in wisdom is perfect for your character. It only fits how he's been playing. Like,
so that's how I statted it. I statted it based on the personality thing, not their class and how it would affect combat and all that stuff. It was like going in as kind of the role playing character, but it doesn't make sense gameplay wise.
He's an ancient dragon. No. Stat him as an adult. Yeah.
An ancient dragon?
Yeah. I think ancient's a bit much. I do.
He's hardcore.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. I think I do want Dr. Hentai to be on the Lewd Dragons team. I think that's a really funny idea.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool if like Dr. Hentai rode the dragon, like Mox rides his dragon. Good mirror.
I like that.
Lit. Like I so think you need to go with that polymorph spell, because then we could change our familiars into dragons or mind flayers. We could turn them into level 7 beings.
Last time I checked, that's not how that spell works. I don't.
No, I was reading it. I was reading through the entire thing. It's based on. Oh shit!
That'd be true polymorph.
On your level or the other person's level.
I chose to summon Greater Demon.
Yeah, so you get the CR rating of your own level that you could turn it into, and so that we could change our familiars into like young black dragons and then have 2 extra teammates.
I'll need to look into that. The last time I played any D&D game, it was 3.5. That is not how polymorph worked at all. It just turned it into something like a tiger at best.
No, it is way more now. Here, I'll bring it up.
Well, it's 8 o'clock, and I want to take my break before I got to end for the day. I mean, we can come back to this if you want, but like again, I kind of got to stick to my schedule.
Okay. Yeah. No worries. Yeah. Never mind that. Don't worry.
We got some good progress here. They got some teams and stuff now.
Yeah, we made huge progress, dude. Like in my brain, Strixhaven was just like throw whatever at the wall. I had no plan.
And now there's structure.
It helps me out a lot, actually.
Yeah, the polymorph spell is It's crazy powerful. It's such a good 4th level spell. I did a ton of research on it.
I just like summoning demons. That's a really fun spell. So I just took summon greater demon.
Was that from the
Yeah.
Book of Vile Darkness, or is
No,
that...
that's just a regular spell. It was
Oh,
conjuration.
Of course.
Yeah, see, that's the thing where the polymorph totally beats it, because it goes based off your level. So the CR rating is 2 higher, like 2 full points higher, which is rather insane. Not that I'm just telling you about it. I'm not trying to convince you one way or another. I'm just telling you about what I found.
I saw it. I do have a version of him, I think, at level 15. At what point would you like me to nerf him to? Let's put it around... Actually, level 15 shouldn't be that bad, because if I'm planning this out right, which I think I am, because they're going to fight the goblins, then the fair bristles, then probably the dragons.
And then Team Togoro.
And then, well, then the good liches. Or should I have them fight the good liches and then the dragons? And then...
I don't think we'll survive. They'll just die.
Well, there is one extra thing that you need to think about too, is each time I level up, what happens with my staff, because from my understanding, I couldn't get the full ability because I was too low. So as I level up, I understand what that box is that I put into the tip, and unlock more and more features.
Well, let's work that out when we have our next Strixhaven session, which is Tuesday. So I'm down with that. So you guys will fight the goblins, and then we can RP out some, like, your stuff. You'll level up, and then I'm just gonna keep leveling you up at that point.
Okay.
So that works
Sounds
for
good.
me. Yep. Sorry to distract for a few seconds. Can you help mine an Art of Wars question in GM for hire? Sure. I'm gonna leave this call. Thank you very much, boys, for joining me.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for having us.
All right. So I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so much. Bye bye. To be fair, okay. What's your question, dude? Tag me. What am I doing? Actually, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna call you. I'm calling Dead Man. Hello.
Hey,
Question. Go.
hey, just curiosity about the goblin thing.
All right. What's the goblin thing?
The creating the goblins, the converting from the goblins.
Oh, I want just make like level 5 goblins.
Level 5 goblins. Got it.
Yep, that's all I need. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
That was Dead Man from my Rise of Runelords campaign. Hello! We are about to go on break. Sorry that just kind of cut out all of a sudden. Is this D&D? It was world building for D&D. Now we're kind of done for now. I have an hour-long break that I plan to do because we are on the subathon. But when we come back, I will just go from there. So I think what I want to do now is, let's see, that should not be in there. Level 13. Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and play, I don't know, playlist. Let's do, sure, let's do our last alignment videos. We'll just do that one. And then I will see you guys at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in an hour.